Unveiling the mysteries of Wi-Fi, you won't believe how it really works. Wi-Fi. It's something we all look for when we step into a cafe, a comforting amenity in hotels, an essential feature in any home. The significance of this networking technology enabling our devices to connect to the internet cannot be emphasized enough. However, despite its use, many of us use Wi-Fi without comprehending its inner workings or its profound impact on our lives and work. The origins of Wi-Fi, an acronym for wireless fidelity, trace back to the advancements in communication during the mid-20th century. While the fundamentals of radio technology, which serve as the basis for Wi-Fi, were understood since the 20th century, it was in the 1940s that the groundwork for Wi-Fi truly began. During World War II, actress Hedy Lamarr and composer George Antheil collaborated on a project aiming to assist the Allies. Their work led to the development of frequency hopping spread spectrum, FHSS, a technology initially intended to prevent radio-controlled torpedoes from being jammed. Little did they know that FHSS would lay the groundwork for Wi-Fi and numerous other wireless communication technologies that we rely on today. During the 1970s, an influential decision was made by the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, that played a role in paving the way for Wi-Fi as we know it today. The FCC decided to open portions of the wireless spectrum for use, marking a significant milestone. This groundbreaking move meant that any device could utilize these frequencies to communicate, which ultimately fostered the adoption of technologies. Fast forward to 1997 when the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE, introduced the version of what we recognize as Wi-Fi. This initial iteration, known as the 802.11 protocol, had the capability to transmit data at a speed of 2 megabits per second. Over the years, various iterations of this protocol emerged, including 802, 11A, 802, 11B, 802.11G, 802, 11N and 802, 11AC. Each advancement brought about enhancements in Wi-Fi speeds. Presently we have Wi-Fi 6, referred to as 802. 11AX, which boasts maximum speeds of up to 9.6 Gbps. To truly grasp the workings of Wi-Fi, it is essential to delve into its principles. Essentially, Wi-Fi serves as a means of transmitting data through airwaves or radio waves, a form of radiation. Within the realm of Wi-Fi, two primary frequency bands are utilized, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. These frequency bands serve as the channels through which Wi-Fi communication takes place. Imagine radio waves as the ocean and data as a ship traversing its surface. Just as maritime traffic causes congestion in the sea, an excessive amount of data can congest radio waves. To avoid this situation, frequency bands are divided into channels, acting as traffic lanes on a highway. How do our devices identify the lane to navigate? This is where the Service Set Identifier, SSID, comes into play. Think of SSID as the name of a Wi-Fi network. When you attempt to connect to a network, your device showcases a list of SSIDs it can detect, allowing you to choose the one you desire to connect with. Let's delve into the journey of information over Wi-Fi to comprehend how a post office operates. Suppose you wish to indulge in watching a captivating YouTube video. As you click on the video, your device dispatches a request to your router, an act similar to dropping a letter into a postbox. However, this letter doesn't reach YouTube in one piece. Instead, it undergoes fragmentation into letters referred to as data packets. Each data packet carries a fraction of the request resembling portions of the letter's content. These packets, like letters, contain the addresses of the sender, your device, and the receiver, the router. The router acts as a post office, collecting these packets and transmitting them over the internet to YouTube servers. In response, YouTube servers send back the requested video in the form of packets. The router then receives these packets, forwards them to your device, which reassembles them to display the video on your screen. Similar to how a postman can deliver to one house at a time, a Wi-Fi router can only communicate with one device at a time. However, it may appear as if it serves all devices simultaneously because it swiftly switches between devices. While comprehending how Wi-Fi functions is important, it is equally essential to understand how to protect it. An unsecured Wi-Fi network is akin to a house allowing anyone to gain access. To prevent entry and potential misuse, Wi-Fi networks must be secured. During its development, Wired Equivalent Privacy, WEP, was employed for network security. However, WEP had vulnerabilities and was soon replaced by Wi-Fi Protected Access, WPA. The improvement from WEP to WPA rectified some of the vulnerabilities. WPA still had its weaknesses. As a result, newer and robust protocols like WPA2 and the latest edition, WPA3, were developed. These protocols play a role in encrypting network data, rendering it nearly indecipherable without the correct decryption key. Looking at the progression of Wi-Fi technology, it has come a long way since its beginnings. Presently, Wi-Fi has become a part of our lives. This evolutionary journey continues with the introduction of Wi-Fi 6, also known as 802.11x. Wi-Fi 6 boasts improvements over its predecessors, including data speeds, better performance in crowded areas, and the ability to accommodate more devices simultaneously. Taking things a step further, we have Wi-Fi 6E, an extension of Wi-Fi 6, that expands into the 6 GHz frequency band. By doing so, it opens up channels and significantly reduces congestion, thereby enhancing the overall user experience. Interestingly, discussions surrounding Wi-Fi 7 are already underway. This forthcoming iteration is anticipated to offer data speeds and more efficient operation. These advancements assume importance as our reliance on Wi-Fi continues to grow. With the proliferation of devices, smart homes, and work and learning arrangements, we heavily rely on Wi-Fi for seamless connectivity. Consequently, the need for Wi-Fi to be faster, more reliable, and more secure than before becomes more imperative.